In this short video, I'll show you how to install the off-front phone mount in a Mark 7 Golf. So this phone mount fits all of the Mark 7s, including the GTI, the R, the All-Track, and the Sportwagen models that are also Mark 7 Golfs. There are 3 easy steps to follow. Using the L key that we provide with the product box, loosen these 2 screws to open up the mounting base. I've sort of done this already, so the mounting base should do this. Keep a thread or 2 engaged so you don't lose the screws during the installation. This is also a good time to have a close look at the mounting base. The entire piece is machined from aluminum and is black anodized. There's a molded elastomer right here that keeps the vehicle dash protected. And should you ever need to remove this, it'll come right off without leaving any of the evidence that was ever installed. The second step is to offer it up to the dashboard. This mounting base fits right in this spot right here, right below this step in the dash. To offer it up to the dash, what we'll do is we'll use this section with a little hook to go behind this and hook on to the plastic right here. And then this thin section right here, sort of on the front of the mount that faces the driver, will slide right in between this trim piece and this piece of the dashboard. So what I'll do with the mounting base opened, I'll just hook it on the back and then slide this in. And lastly, make sure it sort of is butted up against the step. And once it's in place, the third and the last step is to cinch these screws back down. I'm going to hold the mounting base in position so it doesn't slide on me. The key to the third step is to make sure both screws are equally snug. So as I'm getting closer to the end, what I'll do is go back and forth a handful of times, 4 or 5 times, just to make sure that they're nice and tight. And that will ensure that the mounting base stays in place for as long as you intend it to stay in place. There we go. This is a really secure attachment point. I can almost feels like I can shake the entire car with this, but you know, I am being mindful that it is still clamped to plastic, so let's not get ahead of ourselves here. But now that the mounting base is in place, let's install the rest of the off-roam phone holder. There's a coupling arm, and to open that up, just loosen the thumb nut. This is also a metal piece, and it just goes over the ball. And there is a choice of phone holders. Let's start with the universal one. So universal phone holder looks like this. It also has a ball in the back, and I can put it on the other side of the arm. And this arm gives you plenty of adjustability, so you can aim this where you like it relative to how you sit in the Golf. So I'm going to choose a position that looks like this. The mount will face me, and once I'm happy with the position, I'll very nicely cinch this back down. And the universal phone holder is spring-loaded, so now I can use one hand to place the phone in and take it out. So what I absolutely love about this, and I think that's what sets OFFROAM apart, is that it's pretty much integrated into the dashboard. Like, that's the best way to think about this. Right now, it is so sturdy and it's so stable. It's like a part of the car. It's like an extension of the dashboard. Like, it's not one of those flimsy things that gets clamped to the you know, the air vent louvers that always, you know, falls off. This is different. It's in a class of its own. The second thing that I love is the position. The way I have it right now is it's nearly in line with the VW display. So that's great. It's just kind of where you want it. It's away from all the controls. I can access all of these things here. I can see everything. Nothing is being blocked right now. My airflow is still directed at me. So I'm not losing any of the functionality. So there are no trade-offs when it comes to that. And lastly, I love how easy it is to use. So I can use one hand to take the phone in and take it out. And because this phone holder is actually designed for off-roading, this is a very secure way to grab your phone. These sides are lined with a really grippy elastomer, and they basically keep the phone in place. So even if you take a few potholes, this thing is gonna stay in place. If you have a phone that's equipped with MagSafe technology, so it's the Apple magnet, or G2, so it's one of the latest technologies that's going to be available on all phones, we have two options for those phones, and that is, one of them is the non-charging magnetic holder. So that's what I'm demonstrating right now. So it's a nice thin piece, and there are 17 high force magnets inside. And again, I'm going to find a position that works for me. And I like it here, so cinch it down. So I've got a phone with a case that has magnets built in, so it's MagSafe. And look at this. I can just bring my phone close and it just grabs it out of my hand. And there's so much that needs to happen for it to sort of dislodge. It's a really secure, stable mount. Again, we have our roots in off-roading, and now these phone holders are making their way into all the other cars as well, which means that you're getting the benefit of all this off-road level, I guess, attachment and grip, and that means that you can take this car in any terrain and you'll be okay. The phone will stay in position. And again, if you really take your phone in and out all the time, that's a great mounting option, because it's yes, it's one hand, but it's even easier than the universal holder. And the last phone holder option that we have is, again, MagSafe and G2 enabled holder, but it is also equipped with a charging capability. So if you really don't want to deal with plugging your phone in every time you dock it, you can just opt in for this holder. And before I set the position, what I'll do is I'll plug this in. You can see how the cable will be nice and cleanly routed. I'll choose my position, kind of bring it up as far as I can. And again, it will hold nice and steady on all the roads. And if I started the car to get the power going, there it goes. So if I started the car to get the power going, that's it. I get my wireless charging capability. And again, what I love about this, it's like it feels integrated into my Golf. It doesn't feel like it's an afterthought. It doesn't feel like it doesn't even look like an accessory. It feels like it's a part of the car, and I absolutely love that. I love the clean look. I love the fact that it's not something that's just been kind of cobbled together. It's purpose built, and that's fantastic. There goes the charge again. Well, I hope you found this video useful and these installation instructions clear. Thanks very much for watching.